Basically what is happening here is that we have this spiritual tree that has been used for a while for our indigenous people, and now it's turned into a very, very, very bad weapon against people just to take their belongings and stuff like that.
Imagine a drug that can transform you into a zombie slave, that can leave you completely at the mercy of a robber who can empty your bank account, steal all your possessions, and possibly worse. The drug is easily extracted from nightshade plants. It's tasteless, odourless, and can be swiftly mixed into drinks, food, and cigarettes. And the worst thing, once you're under its spell, to the outside world, you seem completely conscious and aware, so no one really knows you're in danger. This demon drug is called Borrachero. Ask any Colombian local about it, and it's a safe bet you'll get a chilling horror story in return.
Probably like 15 years ago in Bogota, that was a real issue. One time it happened to a friend that he got in a cab and then he just felt dizzy, and he willingly came in with the people and helped them carry all the stuff, and they robbed the stuff from his apartment.
If you're interested in travelling to Colombia, chances are you've seen Vice's documentary about Devil's Breath. It shows the gruesome effects of the drug through the stories of several victims, as well as criminal perpetrators who admit on camera to drugging and murdering people. It quickly became one of Vice's smash hit documentaries, and it's not hard to see why. The thought of such a powerful, mind-controlling drug and its potential for criminal abuse boggles the mind.
This is called the seed, which is very similar to an avocado, but it's full of small seeds, and this is used to produce scopolamina as a drug to assault people or kill people.
But the questions we have to ask are: how common is the threat of Borrachero? Who is likely to be targeted? And as a traveller, what's the real risk? At time of this publication, the US Department of State produced an unofficial estimate of annual Borrachero incidents at approximately 50,000, although it doesn't list where this figure is actually from. This works out to be roughly 0.1% of Colombia's population being affected by the drug each year. It reports drugging with substances like Borrachero as a common and dangerous method to kidnap and rob people in Colombia. The primary targets of Borrachero attacks are men at nightclubs, with attractive women as the chief instigators. However, many cases have been reported of women being drugged by men and later robbed and sexually assaulted. Either way, there are some extremely sinister forces at play here, and you have to have your wits about you. Even away from the salacious nightclubs, Borrachero attacks do happen in the more common restaurants and bars, and even in broad daylight on buses and public transport. However, these incidents are a little less frequent. The most important thing you can do is be vigilant. Be wary of strangers approaching, keep a really close eye on your food and drink. If you didn't buy it, don't touch it. If you bought it, don't let it go. So what do Colombians think about Borrachero? Is it a common problem? And what's their advice for a safe time in Colombia?
Borrachero or scopolamina, for me, is not a threat. I heard stories about it. I heard that you lose your will.
Personally, after living here for 6 years, I've never come across it. I've heard stories about it, so I think people need to be careful and aware of it, but I think it's been sensationalized.
It's ridiculous how many people have seen that documentary about Borrachero in Vice. So when they come to Colombia, they think they're going to get robbed as soon as they get here, you know? But reality is very different.
For many travellers, Borrachero is a scary topic, and there's plenty more we cover at the World Nomads Insider's Guide for Colombia. Click here to download the guide. It's full of information about where to go, what to do, and most importantly, how you can stay safe.